So we did a really long, drawn-out series of videos based on E blues scale soloing, just basic rock and roll blues soloing based on notes like that and the scale and so forth. Now we're talking about moving to another chord. So everything was based on E for a long time. Now I'm talking about moving from E to A, which I've done a few videos on. Now I've got a new idea. I'm going to use a dominant 7 triad. That would be like an E7 chord. And so I'm going to leave the fifth out. I'm going to go from E7 to A7. I'm going to use a really simple shape. It's this little triangle here. And if you want to know where that triangle came from, it's just part of a B7. You know B7, right? Your guitar teacher told you to memorize that, remember? Okay. If you take that one fret higher, you got a C7. Except that one note screws it up, the B string, so you might have to make it more like this. So we're going to use that shape. Only we're just going to use 3 strings. So here's my E7, here's the A7. I'll get going in a second here. So it's a 7, 6, 7, middle index ring. No need to modify that right now. Just keep it simple. 7, 6, 7, that's E, G sharp, D. It's nice to know the notes that you're playing. It pays off. That's why I say it every day. Every video I talk about the notes. So you're going to play that, then you're going to hike it way up to the 12th fret, and that's going to be the A7, which is going to be 12, 11, 12. Exact same shape. I'm looking for a pick. They're on the floor. I don't know why. Excuse me. Whoa. Bumped my head. All right. No problem. No problem there. So, here's the riff I want to do. Repeat. Da 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 da. I'm going like 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, back to the 4th string, 5th string, then I think it's 4th string. I think that's what I did. Or you could go back to the 3rd string. You can change this up. All right, I'm going to use a drum machine and just demonstrate. Quit talking and start rocking. I like it. That was 120 beats a minute, which 120 beats a minute is the default on a drum machine. Oh, I just went down to something else. Trying to change the tempo. Let's go down to like 90. Different beat there. Here we go. Now we'll slow it down. Now, you can just borrow. You can do less. You can go. Those notes are pretty cool, actually. So I wish we had another guitar player in here bashing away on an E to A chords. If you put those in a solo like that, you'll sound like you know what you're doing, actually. If you can drop those in. That's how you know what. I realize this sounds a little stiff and repetitive, but sometimes that's what our practice has got to be. You got to be a little bit disciplined and focused and repetitive. But then you learn those notes. So basically we're throwing out the fifth and the root and just playing the flatted 7 and the major third, which is pretty cool. We're kind of like, hey, we don't need the root and the fifth. That's kind of the power chord sound. We'll assume somebody's doing that. In fact, maybe I'll play those power chords and you can experiment with these. Let's just try it. I'll do the power chords and you do the interesting intervals, the flatted 7 and the major third. I'm going to crank up the drums a little bit. It's party time. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very dramatic ending. So, yeah, you got to have a little bit of an imagination too. So when I was playing there, I was imagining this one festival I played at. It's called the Balloon Glow, and there was a crowd of 16,000 people. I was up on stage playing with backing up this local singer. She threw a band together, and she puts on these big shows, and I was lucky enough to be the guitar player. And I was just imagining all those little hands up in the air, wave, Oh gosh, it was pretty fun. I wrote her a thank you letter for including me, and it was a nice day. So yeah, sometimes just imagining something, kind of a wild fantasy while you're playing, it kind of keeps me engaged a little bit. So yeah, I was kind of having fun there. So were you able to play along with me? You could probably replay that part of the video, or maybe I could do another one with no talking. Wouldn't that be great? And we can just do those 2 chords and you can just knock yourself out playing different things. So there's a chance I will remember to do that. If not, maybe remind me if you would like to see that. All right. Well, I guess that's about it for that idea. But these little triangles are really good. You can you can move them around like crazy. So that was like a E, E flat, D, C sharp 7. Here's a G sharp, a B, an E, C sharp, C7, B7, E. You can work on little cycles of chords. That was like going around the chord wheel, which I love to do. All right, I'll get out of here, but thanks for just considering working on that little shape and moving it around. It's called a dominant 7 chord. It's like a triad, but there's no fifth. You can throw the fifth away, and that doesn't really hurt it. And it comes off a little more streamlined when you get rid of the fifth. It just is less kind of bulky. Okay, we'll see you later.